In the midst of everything going on around the world in the last few months, people have obviously been cooped up in their houses, and now society is slowly starting to open back up, and we are seeing more and more people venture past their front porch step. And obviously, a lot of people who go out are grabbing their masks for personal protection and wearing them not only to keep themselves healthy, but to prevent the spread between other people. But it would be ignorant to assume that all people are wearing masks and are okay with wearing masks. I'm not sure if you guys are aware of this, but there's actually a huge sleeper cell running in the veins of the American society. And probably just the American society if we're being honest. But it's out there. It could be residing in the exact same neighborhood that you live in. It could be right down the street from you. Hell, you could be living in a house with an agent. And this is Karen's. And it is Karen's war against masks. Yeah, you heard me right. There are some Karens out there that have declared war on masks and how awful they are for them. And, well, basically just them. That's the gist of what they think about. But how awful they are for them. And today we're going to look at that. So I have a first clip here. It's from Twitter. I've seen it a few times. This lady is she's not digging the mask. In fact, and I think her words are, she is not okay with it. Let's see what she has to say.
That was probably 45 minutes of having it on. It's the first time I've worn one. I am disoriented. I'm a little mad, if you can't tell that already. Like, I'm frustrated, but I don't feel good physically. Like, I can tell you right now, I wasn't getting enough oxygen, and I just had on one of these little stupid things.
So right off the bat, she wore the mask for 45 minutes, and she is just so disoriented. Thank God that we don't live in like an actual natural environment. There's no natural selection forces at play, because I just don't see how this lady would survive. 45 minutes with a mask on, and you're loopy while there's nurses and doctors out there working their asses off with 12-hour shifts, 14-hour, 16-hour shifts wearing masks, and this lady can't wear one for 45 minutes into going into the grocery store without putting a rant on Facebook for her fucking Facebook knitting group or some shit. What the fuck? Like, we're gonna refer to this lady as patient zero. I think she's having an anxiety attack, and she's also mad as well, like if you couldn't tell by the haircut. I never saw it coming. I didn't think that she had it in her to be mad, but then I thought about it a little bit, and I guess 45 minutes in a grocery store without finding a personal problem to project on an employee is actually pretty tough for these people. Like, it's not what they're normally used to. I guess the world is changing a bit right now, and this is just one of those things that they're not quite adjusted to yet. I mean, I'm sure she's still going to find a place to project her problems, but just the grocery store just didn't, like, give her that catharsis that she's normally used to. Like, that's what it was. But actually, guys, let's just give her the benefit of the doubt here. Maybe she just, like, spilled some of her Good Morning Rosé on her mask this morning, and it was making her a little bit lightheaded in the grocery store. That could definitely be a possibility. But either way, let's give her a little bit more time to talk, and let's see what else she has to say about this pressing matter on her mind.
I feel dizzy. My hands are kind of tingly. My heart is beating fast. So some of it's an emotional reaction, but some of it's a physical reaction. I understand the virus is real. Okay? I understand the virus is real.
Okay, hold up. Why did she say I understand the virus is real, as if she, like, had to be persuaded that this was a real thing? Did she get in one too many Facebook debates and finally decided that she would change her mind? Actually, no, she must have just believed from the beginning that it was real, because there's no way this lady is changing her mind on any opinion she has. So I'm just going to assume that she believed it was real the whole time, but maybe she's been in some Facebook debates with other people, her peers, her friends, fellow Karens, who were debating her on whether or not the virus was real. Because we definitely have seen a few of those, and I will show you some clips in a little bit.
Friends, look at the numbers and tell me why everybody's living in fear. Tell me why we're putting these things on and not being able to breathe. I just want to cry.
We're putting them on to prevent the spread of the illness. And believe it or not, you actually can breathe. They're made so that you can breathe through your choice of your nose or your mouth and intake oxygen, and it will make its way to your lungs, and your body will do the rest. You don't even have to think about it.
Like, that's all I want to do is cry, because you can't see people's faces. You can't make human connection.
This lady really wants to see people's faces and make human connection that much. I guess it would suck if you can't see the employee's face whenever they're grimacing in pain while you're screaming at them. In fact, that must be one of like the biggest highlights of the whole ordeal, so I completely understand why she's sad in the situation.
We can't hug people. We can't hold their babies.
Okay, this one really I don't understand. Like, is she just going out and grabbing every baby she can whenever she's in the grocery store and asking if she can hold it? Because if this lady just came up to me and asked me if she could hold my baby, I would be very concerned and definitely say no. I don't understand. Maybe she has friends that she wants to hold their babies, and I guess that could be somewhat upsetting. I understand that, but you went into the grocery store for 45 minutes. Were you really expecting to hold a baby in that time period? Is that like a normal occurrence for you? Because I don't know about you guys, but me personally, I don't really pick up babies when I go in the grocery store. The most I pick up is like a bag of flour, not a baby. But hey, maybe I'm just doing it wrong. Maybe I should be picking up every baby I see, or at least trying to pick up every baby I see. Because, seize the day, right?
I'm at the end of it. I'm just simply at the end of it. It doesn't make sense.
Can someone please explain to me what in the situation doesn't make sense? Because I'm really struggling to see what's not making sense. The fact that she's saying it doesn't make sense to me. Maybe I'm just ignorant to the facts and that all these anti-vax Facebook groups have that I don't know about, but it all seems pretty clear to me from my side. I don't know about you guys.
This doesn't make sense, and I'm not okay with it.
Mark these words. These are legendary words right here. She is not okay with it. Alright guys, call it all off. Everyone stop with the mask. Stop the quarantine. Everyone go outside. Resume normal life. She has spoken. The Messiah. She is not okay with it. We are golden, boys. We are golden. Go out there. Fucking kiss a stranger. Do whatever the hell you want. Drink some pool water. Lick a urinal. All this stuff is fair game now, boys. I know we've been holding off. She has spoken. We are good.
Nothing about what we're doing is supported by the numbers that are out there. Those of you that know me, I am one of the most compassionate, caring people you will ever meet.
This is like a weird statement to me. I don't see why people have to tell people that they're compassionate or caring or attentive or any quality about yourself. If you really are these things, people should just be able to see them. I don't see why she has to remind people that she's compassionate and caring. Doesn't really make sense to me. I don't think that compassionate and caring people really remind people that they're nice people or good people. I think it just shows, and it's just something that you realize throughout time. It's not like you meet someone and just right away say, oh yeah, I'm compassionate and caring, you should be my friend. That just doesn't seem logical to me.
And I do care about you, but I also care about me and my children and my family, and I do care about my rights. And it's probably the last time I'm wearing this because I feel terrible. I feel emotionally terrible, but I feel physically like it affected me. So anyway, there you go.
All jokes aside, her viewpoint isn't that crazy. I guess I can kind of see where she's coming from. She just really doesn't want to wear a mask. I guess that's okay. There's some places that don't require you to wear a mask, but there's some places that do, and you shouldn't expect to get into a place that requires you to wear a mask without wearing a mask, because I've seen videos of other people doing that as well. But yeah, she doesn't have too crazy of a viewpoint. We're definitely going to see more crazier viewpoints and crazies in itself. So yeah, let's just hop into the next one.
Okay, you guys, it happened again today, and I really don't want to talk about this anymore, but it keeps happening. So, as a lot of you guys know, here in LA, Garcetti said that even if we're just out by ourselves in the streets, wherever, we have to wear a mask. This is not just when you're indoors somewhere now. Now they are completely so drunk on their fucking power that they're saying you have to wear a mask when you're outdoors. I'm telling you right now, I'm not gonna do it. I will not wear a mask outdoors when I'm by myself.
Well, enjoy your ticket or arrest or whatever repercussions they have. It's completely up to you whether or not you wear this mask, but I don't see why you're so opposed to it. Maybe you'll let us know.
I will wear them. If I have to go indoors somewhere or an establishment tells me to do so, that's the only time I'm gonna wear it. You're gonna have to fucking drag me down and arrest me if you're gonna make me put on a mask. I don't wanna wear a mask. I don't wanna fucking put a mask over my face and breathe in my own carbon monoxide. I don't wanna wear it. I'm not a fucking scientist. I don't know. And neither is anyone out there who has any fucking opinions about this. So shut up. I don't wanna breathe in. I know it's unhealthy. That's all I know. And that is true. Okay?
I never would have guessed she wasn't a scientist with all her claims that we breathe out carbon monoxide. I guess we do breathe out trace amounts of carbon monoxide when we breathe it in, and guess what, Karen? You breathe it in every fucking day. When you're walking down said street where you don't want to wear a mask, you're breathing in way more carbon monoxide than you will breathe out. Either way, the mask is a breathable material. It's not going to keep the gas right in front of your fucking face. It's not like you're sucking on your damn car exhaust and breathing in all this carbon monoxide. When you're in your car, you're probably intaking more carbon monoxide than you would with your damn mask on. Like, I don't see the root of this argument. But boy, oh boy, is it common among those Karen Facebook groups. I tell you what, because there's another lady that has a similar claim. And I don't know, maybe these two ladies, like, conspired together on this topic, but I'm gonna be willing to bet there's some people putting out some, like, incredibly, like, interesting facts out there on Facebook that these people are reading. And believe it or not, actually a lot of people out there who are talking about this subject are scientists. In fact, scientists seem to be really involved and aware of the situation. I could not understand or fathom why. I'm right there with you. Like, why are scientists involved in a completely scientific-based problem? Who could ever know?
So anyway, I want to tell you what happened.
The aggression from this lady is unparalleled. I am so interested in this story right now because I have to know what happened to her, because she is just angry. She is stirred up about this, and there has to be some huge underlying situation going on here that we have just not been made aware of yet. So I'm very interested. I don't know about you guys, but this is like top-notch material right here. I need to know what is going on in this next story. This is like the fucking 7th Harry Potter book. I'm waiting for this shit right now. Let's fucking find out what happened to her.
I was at a fucking red light today, enjoying my day. It was beautiful weather. I had my top down, and I was minding my own fucking business, obviously, okay? Some moron with gloves on, surgical gloves, a mask on, walking the pedestrian street by himself. No one was around. Stopped in front of my car and started shaking his head in disbelief that I would be in my own car with no mask on, with the top down. I am not fucking joking. These people are complete and total hysterical sheeps. They legitimately think that if they leave the house, they're not just gonna get sick, but they have been convinced that they're going to die or they're going to kill someone.
Now, I don't know if shaking your head no at someone warrants this type of response, but I mean, we're seeing it, so it must be warranted. That's all I gotta say about that matter. And regarding the people who wear masks, I don't think that they think that they have to wear the mask. I think it's more so the lines they don't want to be sick, so they put the mask on because they're taking the proper precautions not to get sick. And I guess it's up to you if you want to wear a mask. Well, actually, it's not up to you because the state of California said you have to wear a mask, so it's really not up to you. I mean, I guess it is still up to you, but you could be arrested for it or ticketed, whatever it is, and I guess you're okay with that. Fine, that is your personal decision, but you can't not respect the people who are wearing masks because they don't want to get sick. That just doesn't make sense. And regarding sheep, calling people sheep, I mean, this could be said about anyone. Like, you could say this about you for following what I assume to be, like, this alternate Facebook media, like, news source, probably from, like, another Karen in your Karen group who is 10 years older than you and has more managers yelled out on her resume. I feel like anyone could be called a sheep for listening and following anything. But calling someone a sheep for wearing a mask during a pandemic doesn't really seem like a sheep quality to me. It seems like someone who's being responsible, unlike some other people. Wink, wink.
This is so legitimately scary what the media has done to these people by making them so scared that they believe this now. I'm gonna go on and also say, and I don't care what you tell me right now, this asshole who had the nerve to fucking stop and do that to me and shame me publicly and give me and shake his head at me was the biggest fucking nerd I have ever seen.
He could have just been shaking no at the fact that you have what I assume to be like equivalent of like 4 horse nuts worth of Botox in your face, unless your face is naturally shaped like that, but looks like Botox to me. But then again, you are in California, so I guess that is acceptable.
Like, he would never in a million years do that to me in like real life. This is like Twilight Zone shit, right? Like, I wanted to get out and wring his neck, but I was so caught off guard that all I did was do like the vomit face, I went to him or something like that.
Actually, believe it or not, he did. He did do it in real life. I can't believe it myself. How in the hell could someone stand up to you? You are the most intimidating person in the world, and shaking your head at no at someone is a clear sign that they are just completely hostile. I'm sure he is shaking in his seat right now if he sees his response on Facebook. He is probably terrified. Whatever you do, please don't dox him. Please don't find his house, and please don't destroy him. Don't get him fired from his job. He didn't mean it. He didn't mean to shake his head no.
Because I didn't know what else to do. I was so shocked, but like the fact that this fucking nerd would even, don't fucking talk to me. Let me tell you, don't fucking talk to me. Don't come for me. I swear to God, don't. You guys know what happened the last time someone came to me and told me I needed to have a mask at Starbucks. I got in their face and I will do it again.
So someone at Starbucks told her she had to wear a mask, and she got up right up in their face and started screaming at them. I can only imagine the amount of saliva that must have came out of her mouth because she can't properly hold her lips together after she does the fucking Kylie Jenner lip challenge or whatever the fuck that is. I mean, like, she must have spread more coronavirus in that one Starbucks than anywhere else in the entire world. Like, she has fucking Wuhan, China beat with her damn lips. I cannot believe this lady.
This guy was lucky that I was in my car. I had no way. Like, I had Ming. I was in my car. I wasn't out of my car. But I fucking will. I'm not backing down. Don't fucking approach me, okay? I don't know you. You're a stranger. Leave me the fuck alone. You're insane.
I don't think you have to worry, lady. I think if anyone's seen this video, they will agree that you are the last person that you want to talk to in public. Like, I'm pretty sure I'd rather fucking sing Kumbaya with the Irish mob in their fucking hideout than I would talk to you. It's not even a competition. I'd risk getting my fucking toes cut off with garden clippers than I would rather talk to you. It's not like... No one wants to talk to you, I promise. No one. In fact, the man you're going off in this video didn't even talk to you. He just shook his head no. He didn't even have words for you. He didn't want to say anything to you. So the next lady we're going to take a look at is the fucking top dog, the head honcho, the Godfather Robert De Niro style of this whole movement. And boy, oh boy, does she have a way with words. She is the lady that the last lady was conspiring with, or may have been conspiring with. Hell, maybe they're just in the same Facebook group. But either way, let's hear what she has to say because, man, is it interesting and thought-provoking. I tell you what. And I'm also going to go ahead and apologize about the quality of this video because I'm pretty sure it was recorded on like the world's last alive Tamagotchi. So as you can see here, we start off with a Karen casually NPC walking around with her phone as her eyes and recording everything in sight as if the establishment has done something wrong here. Let's see what this dispute is about.
So it's against the law?
It's against the law to make you wear a mask. It's against the law. The ADA tells them that you cannot make people wear a mask. It's not our laws at all.
So first off, she's claiming she's going to get a lawsuit. And I'm surprised she hasn't claimed to call the police right now because that's a common, like, ploy that these people do. But lawsuit, that I guess that's kind of right there with it. But I'm not sure what law she's referring to, that it's against the law to require people to wear masks. I know that establishments like this have the right to turn away customers for whatever they deem necessary, and if they deem it necessary that a customer must wear a mask, then they can definitely turn them away. There's no laws about that, and there's many places where you are required to wear a mask. I'm not sure where she's located, but she very well could be required to wear a mask, but that's a story for another day. Like, let's just get back into the clip.
This is just made up by Bill Gates and them, and by you wearing that. Seriously, think about it. You're breathing out your toxic air, and you're breathing in the same air. You're making your lungs, you're killing your antibodies. So that if there's a cold that comes around in November, you're getting sick. You're making yourself sick.
I really like her demonstration here, and I'm glad that she incorporated Bill Gates into this too, because I'm sure that he is conspiring against all this. He really wants us all to wear a mask. But apparently, once again, we're breathing out our toxic waste, because these masks, they are made of complete steel, and you cannot breathe through them, and it's completely impossible for any gas to permeate them. So, yeah, you people are just poisoning yourself by wearing masks, according to her at least. And, yeah, I think this is a really sound argument here. Like, as you can see now, you can see how I'm saying she was conspiring with the other girl. This lady is just spitting so much profound and interesting information that, like, she's just on a whole nother level. Like, she needs her own TV show. Like, we need to start a GoFundMe to get her a TV show or something, because she has so much to say. I tell you what, she knows so much about this COVID-19 thing, and damn, does she, like, definitely have the information to back it. Like, we need to see her disputing the top scientists in the world. This is who we need as our spokesperson.
You're making breathe.
Yeah, you're spitting out sugar.
No,
when you
baby,
talk.
that's not what's going to make you sick. You're alive. Go look on the package, and it will tell you. It will not protect you from COVID-19. You are hurting yourself. Don't stop being lied to. They want to kill all
Do
the
you believe in the
Mexicans. They
COVID?
want to kill all the black people. They want to kill everybody.
I think the only thing hurting him is you screaming at him from a distance. At least you're socially distancing yourself while you're screaming, because if you're up in his face, I'm sure that would be even more painful. And then I don't see why she randomly throws out this ploy that they want to kill all these different races. Like, it's weird, and just, like, I don't understand why this is a thing. Like, why, like, if they want to kill all people, they want to kill all people. Why you got to bring, like, all these races into it? Doesn't really make sense to me one bit whatsoever. But, I mean, once again, I can't question the intelligence of this lady. I'm sure she has some, like, underlying reason why. And it's probably going to all tie back together in the end, like a beautiful, like, story or poem. So we'll see how that happens. I also really like how this guy asked her if she believes in the COVID, because I would like to know that too.
Watch out what you're being told. You're being lied to.
Do you believe in it?
Do I believe with the COVID? I believe there's a virus, but it's not what they say. It's like any other virus. They have 99% cure. 99% cure. So what kind of a virus is that? We all had viruses. We all get colds.
So now she's going off about a cure, and I don't know where these people get this information. Maybe she's just in, like, this highly classified military Facebook group, and they know everything about the COVID-19 and they have all the information, but they're just not sharing it with anyone. Actually, I take that back. She is clearly doing her due diligence right here and sharing it with the world. She knows that this man is recording, and she is going to go ahead and get all the information out there for all of us to take in. So I commend her for it, honestly. Like, this lady is doing the world justice, one scream at a time.
You're being lied to. Please do your due diligence. Read, do your research. Don't let the government fool you. Be smart, please, for your sake.
I don't know where these people get this information from. Like, it has to be Facebook. It has to be someone on Facebook. Or maybe she just came up with these ideas herself. She's had a profound thought and was like, this is all fake. Like, I don't understand, like, that thought rationale or that thought process. But it's clearly prevalent. I mean, there's a lot of people that have it. So it goes around. I mean, I can only imagine that it is Facebook, because I don't think there's any website out there publishing this type of information. Like, even, like, I feel like fake news websites like The Onion and stuff like that wouldn't actually post this type of stuff. But what do I know? I mean, I'm not in the military group.
Because what's happening is she's hurting her antibodies in her body. She's breathing in the toxicity and the carbon monoxide that is going to make her sick. She's not getting enough breath in her lungs.
Lady, I am pretty sure you are breathing in more carbon monoxide from that rumbling truck engine behind you, or wherever it is, than she is from inside of her mask. These people do not understand how much carbon monoxide is already in the air around us from all the things we do, like all the byproducts of, like, the cars and stuff like that, and industrial things. They just don't fathom it. They think that, like, we are producing this huge amount of carbon monoxide from our bodies when we're not producing anywhere near the amount that a car produces. Like, it's so, like, bizarre to me. Like, and this argument that you can't breathe with the mask on, like, I don't get it. Like, maybe if you've been smoking for 40 years and you try to put a mask on, it may be a little bit difficult to breathe. I don't know, but it's probably difficult to breathe all the time. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. I don't understand where this thing came from. She's clearly never put a mask on herself. Maybe it's just the fact that it's like a muzzle and she can't, like, scream like the pit bull inside of her wants to. That could be part of it too.
Which is going to cause her lungs to weaken. It's all damaging. Look it up for yourself. Go online and look it up.
I will.
Take my word. Thank you.
Alright guys, you heard her. Go online and look it up. Find out everything you can about it. I want you scouring the Facebook groups to find out what this lady knows, because it's clearly, like, some highly classified information that we all need to know, like, obviously. But I think that's all I really have to say about this. I mean, at the end of the day, all this was just jokes, and I'm sure these people are maybe nice, sane people, but these are just not their hottest takes. But that's okay. I mean, we all make mistakes at the end of the day. I like to believe that people are inherently good, so I think these people do have good inside of them, even if they are very angry and stuff like that in these clips. But that's okay. I understand it, I guess. But that's all I really have to say today. So it's Apache signing off, and I'm going to need to speak to your manager.